Have you ever wondered, can I live a life with less stress, yet still feel fulfilled and meaningful? Perhaps, at times when you feel overwhelmed, you've searched for an answer, but it's not always easy. Sometimes we get lost in chaotic thoughts, complicated relationships, and uncontrollable emotions. But what if there is a way to master your life and even find peace amid the chaos? Would you like to know how? You've probably heard of the term mindfulness before, right? But do you truly understand what it means? And why is it so important? Mindfulness is not just a simple word or a complex term. It can completely transform the way you perceive life. Imagine life as a book that you can only read when you truly focus on each page. That is the power of mindfulness. Think about the moments you've missed, times when you weren't fully present. Have you ever felt like you're just running with time, not realizing the valuable things around you? If your answer is yes, then mindfulness is the key to unlocking the door to peace in life. It's not a magical solution, but a way of living, a method for you to slow down and truly be present in every moment. So why is this so important? Mindfulness helps you avoid getting caught up in endless thoughts, not worrying about the past or future, but remembering that the present is the only place where you can change and truly live. And even more importantly, in today's video, I'll share with you how you can live mindfully like true teachers. Say I am ready to change for a better life in the comments below as your first step towards changing your mindset. And if you find this information useful, don't forget to share this video with your friends. Make sure to watch until the end because I believe there are important lessons you won't want to miss. 1. Explaining mindfulness. Mindfulness is commonly defined as the practice of living fully in the present moment. It sounds simple, right? Living in the moment, without worrying about the past or the future, and experiencing true peace. But in reality, it's much more complex. Mindfulness is not just a technique, it's a way of life. It requires you to take time to observe everything around you without rushing to judge or react. It calls for us to engage with the world as it is, without being influenced by our judgments, beliefs, or preconceived notions. This concept may seem simple, but in fact, it carries profound depth. Practicing mindfulness demands that we fully embrace the present moment. Instead of getting swept away by thoughts about what happened in the past or worrying about what might happen in the future, mindfulness encourages us to stop and focus on what's happening right now. It teaches us that the most important thing is not to get lost in the noise of our minds but to stay anchored in the present. However, practicing mindfulness is not easy. Most of us fall into the trap of distraction. We live in a world filled with constant stimuli, from the incessant beeping of notifications to the pressure to keep up with an ever-changing pace of life. It's no wonder that we feel disconnected from our own lives, unable to truly be present in those moments. Our minds wander to the past, reminiscing about memories or regretting mistakes, or we worry about what lies ahead, the responsibilities, future events, or possible outcomes. This is the trap many of us fall into. We forget how to live and instead get caught up in doing. We forget that life is happening right now, in the present moment, and we often get so lost in our thoughts that we miss the beauty of the world around us. When we don't live in the present, we miss the opportunity to fully engage with life and feel the peace it offers. That's why mindfulness becomes incredibly important. It's the tool that helps us reconnect with the present moment and the world around us. At the heart of mindfulness is the ability to observe without judgment. Often, when we experience an emotion or a thought, we immediately react. We may feel guilty for being angry or frustrated, or we may worry about what others think of us. Mindfulness teaches us to pause before reacting, simply observing our emotions and thoughts without adding judgments or explanations. This allows us to fully experience emotions without letting them control our actions or define who we are. This practice is not just about being aware of your thoughts, it's also about developing a sense of acceptance. Instead of fighting your feelings or trying to push them away, mindfulness encourages us to accept them as they are temporary and fleeting. Emotions come and go, and by observing them without attachment, you can find peace in knowing that nothing lasts forever. The more we practice mindfulness, the better we become at managing our thoughts and emotions. We learn not to identify with them and not let them control our behavior or sense of self. The benefits of mindfulness are wide-ranging, from reducing stress and anxiety to improving emotional regulation and enhancing overall well-being. Mindfulness allows us to create space between experiences and reactions. This space gives us the power to choose how we respond to any situation, helping us make thoughtful decisions rather than reacting impulsively or out of fear. It empowers us to live intentionally, focusing on what truly matters instead of being swept up by the chaos of daily life. Ultimately, mindfulness is about living with greater awareness and intention. It helps us become more attuned to our environment, relationships, and ourselves. When we practice mindfulness, we can approach life with clarity, understanding, and presence. It invites us to appreciate small moments, whether savoring a meal, taking a walk in nature, or having a conversation with a loved one. These moments become richer and more meaningful when we engage with them fully. In today's fast-paced world, where distractions are always present, mindfulness offers us a powerful tool to slow down and reconnect with what truly matters. It encourages us to step back from the whirlwind of life, take a breath, live with awareness, and harmonize with the world around us. By practicing mindfulness, we can regain the ability to live in the moment and experience life with peace and fulfillment. It may not always be easy, but it's a practice that, over time, can lead to a profound transformation in the way we live. 2. The role of mindfulness in Buddhism. In Buddhism, mindfulness, or Thutan Thc in Vietnamese, plays a critical role in the path to enlightenment. It's not just a technique for attaining peace, but also a profound state of awareness that helps us recognize the true nature of life. You can think of mindfulness as a spiritual compass, guiding you through life's challenges and hardships. Just like a compass helps us find the right direction, mindfulness helps us find peace and enlightenment in the midst of this ever-changing life. Buddha taught that we all face suffering, but the root cause of suffering is ignorance. Ignorance is the inability to understand the true nature of the things and events around us. When we fail to comprehend the true nature of everything, we tend to get swept away by negative emotions, erratic thoughts, and transient phenomena. This leads to attachment and suffering. Therefore, mindfulness is the key to dispelling this ignorance, helping us break free from meaningless worries and ultimately finding true peace. Mindfulness in Buddhism is not just a technique to reduce stress or anxiety, but a way to perceive and live in the present with full awareness. It encourages us to recognize thoughts and emotions as they arise, but not let them dictate our actions. For example, when you feel angry, mindfulness doesn't ask you to suppress or abandon the emotion, but simply to recognize it clearly. You'll realize that anger arises and fades away, and there's no need to act on it. You will understand that it's just a temporary state and doesn't define your true self. An important aspect of mindfulness is non-attachment to emotions and thoughts. When we get caught up in negative emotions, we often feel as though we can't control them. But mindfulness teaches us that emotions and thoughts are just temporary phenomena in the mind. Instead of chasing them, we simply observe and allow them to pass without interfering or reacting. This is similar to watching clouds pass by in the sky, recognizing them but not needing to do anything. This helps reduce stress and anxiety in our lives. Mindfulness is not only about identifying thoughts and emotions but also about living fully in the present moment. In Buddhism, the present is the only time we can change and truly live. The past is gone, and the future is yet to come, so why should we worry about things we can't control? When you live in the present, you will see that everything is naturally in harmony, nothing is permanent, and everything changes. This clear understanding of impermanence helps us reduce attachment and anxiety about temporary things. Another important aspect of mindfulness is acceptance. Buddhism teaches that everything arises and passes away. When we can accept things as they are, without resistance or opposition, we will feel lighter and freer. Practicing mindfulness is a process of learning to accept the emotions, thoughts, and situations in life without trying to change them. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or giving up, but rather the understanding that everything will pass, and nothing is forever. Mindfulness is a path to freedom. When we are no longer controlled by negative thoughts and emotions, we can feel true freedom in our hearts. This freedom is freedom from anxiety, freedom from trapped thoughts, and freedom from attachments to the past or the future. When you can live in the present, you will find true peace and the path to enlightenment. The story of a Zen master. Imagine a wise old Zen master who has spent his whole life practicing mindfulness. One day, a young disciple approaches the master and asks, "Master, how can I live in peace no matter what happens around me?" The Zen master replies, "Never let your mind chase after meaningless things. Every day, just sit down, breathe deeply, and observe. You will realize that, like a mirror reflecting all things, your mind reflects everything you take in from the world around you. Let those things pass by without holding on to them." Through this story, we see that practicing mindfulness isn't about performing any extraordinary actions but living in a state of awareness, where you learn to listen and observe yourself. 3 steps to practice mindfulness. To practice mindfulness effectively, here are some specific steps you can follow. These steps are designed to gradually help you develop awareness and live fully in the present moment. 1. Choose a quiet place. The first step in practicing mindfulness is to find a quiet place free from distractions. You might choose a corner of your home, a peaceful park, or any place where you feel comfortable and calm. Make sure you won't be interrupted during your practice. 2. Focus on your breath. Start by focusing on your breath. Sit up straight, close your eyes or gently look downward. Pay attention to each inhale and exhale. You can count each breath from 1 to 10 to help keep your mind from wandering. Breathing is the simplest way to connect with the present moment and create a mindful state. 3. Observe your thoughts and emotions. As you practice mindfulness, thoughts and emotions will continuously arise. This is normal. Rather than trying to push them away, simply acknowledge them. Recognize that thoughts come and go like clouds in the sky, without needing to react or interfere. Just observe them without judgment or evaluation. 4. Listen to your body. Pay attention to the sensations in your body, from your hands and feet to the feelings of tension or relaxation. This helps you connect deeply with the present and become more aware of your physical state. You can use a technique called body scan to pay attention to sensations from head to toe, which can help relax both your body and mind. 5. Practice compassion. Throughout your mindfulness practice, you can also apply compassion toward yourself and others. Compassion helps you not only be clear in your awareness but also have acceptance toward yourself and the current situation. Remember, mindfulness is not a struggle but a process of accepting things as they are. 6. Practice daily. Finally, to become proficient in mindfulness, you need to practice daily. Start with 5 to 10 minutes each day and gradually increase the time. The key is consistency and regularity, because only by doing so will you begin to feel positive changes in your mind and life. By applying these steps, you will gradually develop the ability to live mindfully, fully engage in each moment, and find peace even in a busy life. Conclusion. In the end, mindfulness is not just a technique you use during meditation, but a way of living that you can apply in every moment of your life. Imagine waking up every day and choosing to live mindfully in every moment. Every step, every breath is fully acknowledged, and every thought and emotion is observed with clarity. Mindfulness not only helps you manage stress but also brings inner peace, a freedom that not everyone can easily achieve. When you begin practicing mindfulness, you'll realize that life is not a race against time or a burden full of anxiety. Everything is temporary, and this awareness of impermanence helps you stop worrying or being afraid. Instead, you will learn to live more fully, embracing each moment that life offers, whether it's joy or challenge. Only when you live mindfully will you truly experience the freedom this life has to offer. We hope this video has helped you understand more about mindfulness and how to apply it in your daily life. But don't just stop here. Try applying what you've learned in practice and share your feelings in the comments below. How do you feel when you begin practicing mindfulness? Was there anything surprising or difficult for you? Share your thoughts so we can learn and grow together on this journey. Thank you for watching until the end. Remember, mindfulness is a long journey, and every step is valuable. Don't hesitate to share this video with your friends and loved ones so they can also find peace in life. Together, we will continue to move forward on the journey toward inner peace, for a fuller and more meaningful life.